This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Final, brought to you by the L2C Media Network. Now with the details from the sports headlines, and while we loaded today, here's our host, Steve, the Baxman Bax. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Steve Baxley here, and don't know if you can see her, but she fell off. Uno joined us for just a wee little bit. It's great to have you with us. Happy Saturday. Soon in 30 minutes to be a happy Sunday morning, except, of course, on the West Coast where it'll still be night. But wow. We are literally a loaded show. So we may go beyond our 40-minute time limit. We just may hit the hour show. But we got a lot to do. So let's do it. It's time for sports. And wow. A shocker out of Detroit. The deed is done. Matthew Stafford's days in the Motor City are over. The Stafford era, wow. Ended with, I'm going to say it, not a bang, but a whimper. The Detroit Lions are starting over, literally. It's no longer a rebuild. It's, well, the implosion has ended, and what has come from it, wow. Incredible. The Detroit Lions are now literally starting over with not only a new coaching staff, a new general manager, and the whole Megillah. They're also looking now for a new quarterback. Jason La Canfora, the NFL insider for CBS Sports, confirmed the Lions and Matthew Stafford have mutually agreed to end their tenure together this offseason, and the team will begin exploring trade options in the coming weeks for the former number one overall pick, as first reported by the NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. And according to Pelissero, Stafford expressed a desire for a fresh start in recent weeks, and Lions agreed to put him on the trade block. The two sides have had open and healthy discussions since the regular season ended. And with a new head coach in Dan Campbell and a new offensive coordinator, this certainly appears to be the right time to make a change. Now, Stafford, who was taken with the top pick in the 2009 draft, spent his entire career in Detroit. And he finishes his time in Detroit with 45,109 yards, 282 passing touchdowns. Both are franchise records. He turns 33 this offseason, but he is still playing at a high level and has done so through multiple injuries. In 16 games this past season, he's passed for 4,084 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions as the Lions went 5-11. A move that happened relatively soon, as Pelissero notes that on the fifth day of the 2021 league year in March, Stafford is due a $10 million roster bonus. Now, the veteran signal caller has 2 years and $43 million left on his contract. Adam Schefter of ESPN reported Campbell and new general manager Brad Holmes were told that Stafford was not expected to be with the team before they were hired, so no one within the organization was blindsided by this development. According to Schefter, the Lions are expected to receive at least a first-round pick in return for Stafford. There are plenty of teams who could be interested in acquiring the services of a big-arm veteran such as Washington, or, now that Phil Rivers has called it a career, the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the 5 teams most likely to complete a deal with the Lions are, believe it or not, I'll give it to you. as soon as it pops up on the screen. Thank you. Okay, so who are the 5 teams that could be interested in completing the deal with the Lions? Well, of course, number 1 has to be Washington. As R.J. White from CBS Sports noted, new Washington general manager Martin Mayhew was the general manager in Detroit when Stafford was drafted with the top pick back in 2009. It proved to be a great decision, and the University of Georgia prospect set multiple franchise and NFL records during his tenure with the Lions. Now, Washington does have Alex Smith, who pulled off a remarkable NFL comeback this past season, but he has struggled to stay healthy due to other nagging injuries. Now, Washington had to start journeyman Taylor Heinicke in its postseason matchup against the Buccaneers. Washington has a star wide receiver in Terry McLaurin, a talented 2020 rookie running back in Antonio Gibson, and an elite defense, which is highlighted by a defensive line made up of all first-round picks. And even with a healthy Smith, Washington could stand to upgrade at the quarterback position, and it's a move that could potentially make them a legitimate contender. Washington definitely should call and see if the Lions would accept the number 19 overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Now, as we spoke about a few moments ago, the Indianapolis Colts would be a good place to hang Matthew Stafford's helmet on. Philip Rivers announced his retirement, so we all know that the Colts are looking for a quarterback. Like Washington, this is a team that appears to be just a quarterback away. They're much closer to being a legitimate contender. Now, Rivers led the Colts to an 11-5 record this past season. It was their best campaign since 2014. This is a franchise that, well, has had bad luck with quarterback position since they parted ways with Peyton Manning. Andrew Luck decided to hang up the cleats way early. Jacoby Brissett didn't even make the most of his opportunity as a starter, and then Rivers gave Indy just one season. Stafford is under contract for 2 more years and appears to have a lot left. He also still has that elite arm talent and knows how to spread the ball around to multiple talented wideouts so he could fit right in with the likes of T.Y. Hilton and Michael Pittman Jr. How about the San Francisco 49ers? They have Jimmy Garoppolo under contract for at least another 2 seasons. That doesn't mean San Francisco won't move on from him this offseason. Last month, 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan was asked about Garoppolo, and he didn't sound extremely confident about his franchise quarterback. Shanahan did open his dialogue by saying he believes Garoppolo is going to be our quarterback next year, but his responses to questions concerning his quarterback certainly sounded like he was open to a change. And it's hard to believe anything you hear from coaches. Remember when the Cardinals from the Arizona Cardinals said that Josh Rosen was their quarterback before drafting Kyler Murray? 49ers are just 1 year removed from the Super Bowl, but they failed the playoffs this past season with a solid defense and then versatile weapons like Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. This team would instantly get back to contending if they upgraded at the quarterback position. Or how about this? And I'm gonna say this should be a no-brainer. Now, with former Lions head coach Matt Patricia going back to the Patriots, maybe he could put in a good word with Bill Belichick concerning Stafford. As the Cam Newton experiment flopped, the Patriots are again looking for a new quarterback to fill the void Tom Brady left. It's true that New England has plenty of holes to fill this offseason on the offensive side of the ball, but the quarterback issue is clearly the most important. And once again, Stafford's contract is affordable, not avoidable, but affordable. Patriots have number 15 overall pick, and Belichick obviously has some success when it comes to working with a veteran signal caller and developing a system around him that works. Denver Broncos, I'm not too sure about that. But I do think, personally, Mr. Stafford should think about going to the New England Patriots. That would be the best case scenario right there. Now, the Lions own the number 7 overall pick in the 2021 draft. It's possible that Detroit can now be targeting a quarterback with its top pick. Then again, There are plenty of good quarterbacks that are available on the market this offseason, a group that Stafford now joins. Wow. What more can you say? We start off big and we keep going and going and going and going. There we go. Let's keep going because we got a lot to do here on a great Saturday night. So here we go. And yes, we got more. So right now, let's get you some NFL news. Well, better than that, let's go with the NHL. Okay. Where the Columbus Blue Jackets and Winnipeg Jets have completed a trade that sees each team receiving a very disgruntled superstar from the other. Now, Patrick Lane, the winger, is headed to Columbus, while Pierre-Luc Dubois is headed to Winnipeg. Dubois told Blue Jackets management that he wished to be traded as he negotiated for his recent 2-year, $10 million contract extension prior to training camp this year. Front office did not feel compelled to immediately honor his request until recently when coach John Tortorella decided to bench the number 3 pick of the 2016 draft in the first period of Thursday's game. Lane, meanwhile, had his agent reveal to TSN that it would be, quote, mutually beneficial, end quote, for the 22-year-old Winnipeg franchise, for the 22-year-old and Winnipeg franchise to part ways this offseason. He has appeared in just one game for the Jets this year because of an upper body injury and currently sits on the injured reserve. Now, Dubois has been an absolute stud the last couple of seasons, with his best year coming during the 2018-2019 season, where he racked up 27 goals and 34 assists. The following year, he put up 18 goals and 31 assists, but also sprinkled a point-per-game performance in the postseason with 4 goals and 6 assists through 10 games. Lane was an all-star. Hi there. In 2017 in a season where he put together 44 goals and 70 points. Also part of the deal is forward Jack Roslovic, a Columbus native who is returning to his hometown. Columbus is also giving Winnipeg its 3rd-round pick in 2022. Wow. Got some bustling stories, eh? Well, we still got more. We got a whole lot more. We got to talk NBA, NHL. We got the UFC 257 card and everything else you need to know. So we get going here. Okay, let's go to another NFL story. In fact, our second one. Okay. Here we go. Now, New Detroit. Hello. Thank you. New Detroit head coach Dan Campbell is reportedly bringing in an offensive mind with great coaching experience who could help in his mission to turn the franchise around. On Saturday, Dan Graziano of ESPN reported that the Lions will be hiring former Los Angeles Charger head coach Anthony Lynn as their new offensive coordinator. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Lynn had options as an offensive coordinator, but wanted to work with Campbell and then new defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, who played for the Cowboys when Lynn was in Dallas. Now, Lynn spent time in the league as a running backs coach for several teams, but took over as the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator and then interim head coach in 2016. From there, he was hired by the Chargers and given his first chance as a full-time head coach and spent 4 seasons in LA before being let go this offseason. Lynn went 33-31 with the Chargers, and while he went 12-4 in 2018 and got LA to the divisional round, injuries seemed to always hamper his teams. Lynn will be working with a new quarterback in 2021. The Lions own number 7 overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft, so it's possible Detroit could be targeting quarterback with its pick. Now, Lynn was rumored to be among the Seattle Seahawks' top choice for offensive coordinator, but it appears he chose to start over as a coordinator with the Lions. The 52-year-old is joining a charismatic staff that is set on changing the culture in Detroit. In Thursday's introductory press conference, Campbell gave an emotional speech about the attitude and mindset his team will embody. Quote, "Here's what I do know, is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. This city's been down, and it found a way to get up. It found a way to overcome adversity. So this team's going to be built on what we're going to kick you in the teeth, and when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up and get on the way up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing, all right? That's going to be the mentality," end quote. Campbell surely hired Lynn to snatch some kneecaps on the offensive side of the ball. So there you go. Congratulations, Lions. You're rebuilding. It's looking pretty good right now, but still you got more pieces to attend to before the draft. And don't you think we're finished? No, because we are semi-commercial free. That means we got nothing. We got nothing more. College basketball. Oh boy. Michigan, you got problems. And this is the biggie. Michigan's entire athletic department, including its men's basketball team, is in the midst of a banner season. Let's try that again. Michigan's entire athletic department, including its men's basketball team, in the midst of a banner season, is going to go on a 2-week pause after officials discovered cases of a COVID-19 variant in the department, the school announced Saturday. The news was first reported by the Michigan Daily. Cases are of the B117 variant strain that is more highly transmittable of the coronavirus, according to the CDC. 5 cases of the B117 COVID-19 variant have been confirmed in Michigan's athletic department, with 15 more presumed positive cases, according to the Daily. The state health department confirmed Saturday that the variant was present in Michigan, and at the time, the University of Michigan, noting that the variant spreads more easily between people. The news comes as the Wolverines men's basketball program is ranked number 7 nationally and is sitting on top of the Big Ten standings with a 13-1, 7-1 Big Ten record following Friday's 70-53 win at Purdue. Now, due to the pause, the following games have been postponed. Penn State on January 27th, Indiana on January 30th, Northwestern on February 3rd, and the Michigan State game on February 6th. The Michigan's women's basketball team is 10-1, 5-1 in the Big Ten, and ranked number 11. Now, the discovery of the variant at Michigan and the program's pause underscore the sense of nervousness in college basketball over what the next few weeks could hold as the nation continues to grapple with the pandemic. Now, to this point, the college basketball season has been conducted largely without everyday students on campus, as many universities do not require students to return to campus following Thanksgiving break. But with some campuses again populated with students, there is concern that it will be increasingly difficult to insulate athletes from COVID-19 as the postseason approaches. Wow. Speaking of college basketball, positive headlines. Let's go to the hoop and get you ready for everything. That's right. We're going to get you ready like you've never been ready before. We'll have both the men and women's tour of duty in just a few moments. Not to forget, we also will have the results on the UFC 257 coming up as well. And all that likely right here. Let's give it to you right now. We're going to the NCAA men's basketball. And it's going to be exciting, kids. It's going to be exciting. Glad to have you with us for all the action this evening. Okay. And like I said, we got a lot to talk about, and I'll have a commentary tonight on why NBC Universal's pulling the plug of NBCSN, and most of the prestige sporting events it carried will be going to the USA Network. Why that may be good for some, but for Fox Sports could mean a lot. We shall explain, won't we? Yes, we will. Boom. Explain that in our commentary coming up in just a bit. But right now, we want the men. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Eventually, we get there. All right, let's get you to the scores. And a reminder, the scores tonight and every night here on Sports Final are sponsored in part by William Hill, who reminds you to bet on yourself, but bet responsibly. And if you do have a little gambling problem, call the toll-free number 1-800-270-7177. That's 1-800-270-7177 for help if you got the fever. Okay, let's get to the games that are still going on at present time. 2:48 left in the game, and number one Gonzaga, 14-0, has just put another pelt on their belt as they beat Pacific 89-45. Early in the second half, Oregon State leads number 21 Oregon 49-41. Number 2 ranked Baylor, an 81-66 winner over Oklahoma State. Number 3 Villanova, 71-56 winner over Providence. 19th ranked Missouri beat up on 6th ranked Tennessee, 73-64. 8th ranked Houston, a 68-51 winner over Temple. 9th ranked Kansas lost to Oklahoma, 75-68. 15th ranked 15th ranked Ohio State, a 74-62 winner over number 10 Wisconsin. Number 11 Creighton, a 74-66 winner over number 23 ranked University of Connecticut. 13th ranked Virginia over Georgia Tech, 64-62. 14th ranked West Virginia, 69 to Kansas City's 47. Syracuse beat 16th ranked Virginia Tech 78-60. Maryland beat 17th ranked Minnesota 63-49. 18th ranked Alabama with a banjo on their knee beat up on Mississippi State 81-73. Florida State walloped number 20 Clemson 80-61. Stanford won with a last-second shot over 24th-ranked UCLA, 73-72. Games postponed, 5th-ranked Texas and TCU, 12th-ranked Texas Tech and Iowa State, 20th-ranked Illinois, and Michigan State. That's the guys. How about the girls? What do they have to say about all this? Well, they got a lot. Oh, boy, already. They got a lot. We're going to bring them to you. That's right. Absolutely. All right. Let's give you the scoreboard. If the scoreboard is no, we don't need the bracket yet. Sorry. Don't need the brackets. It's not that time yet, so if we can, do it right. Do it right, boys. Let's give you scores from the NCAA College Women playing some hoops as soon as we get everything up. Ugh, Scusa. Finally. And we already mentioned that scoreboards are sponsored in part by William Hill Sportsbook. Bet on yourself. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7177. 1-800-270-7177. And here are the scores from today for the women. Number 3 ranked UConn, a 72-41 winner over Georgetown. 9th ranked Baylor outlasted Oklahoma 84-61. Texas defeated number 24th ranked Iowa State 70-59. South Florida and East Carolina have been postponed. And let's see, did we mention Texas beating number 24 Iowa State 70-59? And 9th ranked Baylor over Oklahoma 84-61. Games postponed. 14th ranked South Florida and East Carolina. Providence and number 18 DePaul, BYU, and Gonzaga is true. So there we go. Let's okay. Let's get back to the job at hand. So we go from one bit of basketball to another bit of basketball. This time, it's what the pros play that count. So we're getting ready to seal the deal and bring you up to date on the National Basketball Association. There we go. Hey, we got it all. Ready? Let's get to it, crew it, and let's go through it. 40 seconds remaining. Number 1 ranked Guns. Oh, I've already done college basketball. My apologies. But, I've already done college basketball. Let's go to the hoops of the profession. That's right. Time. As I straighten up the microphone. Time for the time for our visit to the NBA. Everything is final. Philadelphia 76ers defeated the Detroit Pistons 114-110. Brooklyn Nets over the Miami Heat 128-124. Timberwolves outlasted the New Orleans Pelicans 120-110. Lakers beat the Bulls 101-90. Utah Jazz over the Golden State Warriors 127-108. In 2 overtimes, it was too good to be true. Anyway, let's see, 108. Jazz beat the Warriors 127-108. In 2 overtimes, the Nuggets beat the Sams beat the Suns by a score of 2-8. So there you go. Man, I'm bopping the walls today. Nuggets over the Suns 120-112 in overtime. And that's not enough. How about this? The Rockets' red glare beat up on the Mavericks 133-108. Everything kind of good in the hood, don't you think? Oh, yeah, I guess. Anyway. All righty. Squeeze up. Okay. So, go to that again. 76ers 114, Pistons 110. Okay. Let's try that again. I mumbled. Philadelphia 76ers over the Detroit Pistons, 114-110. Brooklyn Nets over the Miami Heat, 128-124. Minnesota Timberwolves over the Pelicans of New Orleans, 120-110. Excuse me. All right. Lakers as we've already done those. Okay. Pardon. Final in 2 overtimes. Suns beat the Nuggets 112 to 1. Excuse me. Nuggets beat the Suns 120 to 112. And the Rockets, red glare until somewhere over the rainbow. Rockets beat the Mavericks 133 to 108. All right, it's 4 minutes past the hour, and we still got the power to make things right again. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about a lot of things. And if it's Saturday night, now Sunday morning, you know what that means. It's time to go to. It's time for Hockey Night in Detroit and Hockey Night in Canada and Hockey Night everywhere else. That's right. It's Hockey Night in quarantine. And here we go. The 16-17 left to play in regulation time. Winnipeg Jets in the, early in the third. The Orlando Sentinels tied to a chair. And here we go. I think, did we give the NHL scores? I don't think so. Starting in third period, 15:27 remaining. Jets and Senators are still tied at 3. Blue Jackets beat up on the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-2. Bruins over the Flyers 6-1. Les Canadiens are getting stronger every day. They just whipped some Vancouver Canucks 5-2. And the Blues keep us awake, along with King of Blues. Anyway. Oh, far be it for me to do this, but we must. Lightning and Blue Jackets. Mares Lincolns, Columbus, 30 saves. Wierzynski, Columbus, 1 goal. And Robinson, 1 goal, 1 assist for Columbus. Let's give a warm thank you to the 3 stars of the Flyers and Bruins. Marchand for Boston, 2 goals, 1 assist. Bergeron for Boston, 2 goals, 1 assist. Wow. Okay, we got more? Yes, we do. As I started to say, Canadians beat the Canucks 5-2. Price, Dronin, and Peterson. Price and Dronin from the one little booklet there. Canadians lead the Canucks 5-2. Price, Dronin, and for Vancouver, Patterson. Rickety old shack. Canadians over the Canucks 5-2. Blues over the Kings 4-2. In the Canadians-Canucks game, Price for 23 saves. Stroman 1 quarter. And Peterson also 1 goal. Blues beat the Kings 4-2. Perron gets 1 goal and assist for St. Louis. Thomas gets 2 assists, also for St. Louis. And Krug, also 1 goal. And nobody assisted. Panthers and Hurricanes were the only game that was postponed due to COVID. Okay, we have come to that moment in virtual time where we, as a founding Stuttgart here, Ooh, yawn. All right. I think we also did college basketball, did we not? Yeah, we did. Okay, thank you. And wow. Duke has fallen. They can't get up. They lost their third straight as the NCAA tournament hoops and hopes take a new meaning, as it were. Anyway, why am I here? Oh, yeah. See, we can't do this. All right. Louisville extended Duke's losing streak to 3 games while ending a 2-game losing streak of its own on Saturday with a tightly contested 70-65 win over the visiting Blue Devils. Carlik Jones led the way for the Cardinals with 24 points, including an 8 on my, let's see. Carlik Jones led the way for the Cardinals with 24 points, including 8 in the final 2 minutes to rebuff a 24-point effort from Duke forward Matthew Hurt. Joey Baker, Wendell Moore Jr., and DJ Stewart each got 3-point looks in the final 35 ticks for Duke. That would have either put the Blue Devils ahead or tied, but each of them rattled off, allowing Jones to calmly put the game away as a free throw line. The win improved Louisville to 10-3, 5-2 in the ACC, while keeping the Cardinals in the mix near the top of the league standings. But it was only a quadrant 3 victory and will not improve the Cardinals' standings projected as a projected number 7 seed in the NCAA tournament, according to bracketology expert of CBS Sports, Jerry Palm. And there you be. Oh, boy. There we go. Oh. Also in the headlines, Steph Curry did something more brighter than holy moly. He passed Reggie Miller for second in all-time NBA three-pointers, which isn't bad. All righty. Now we got to get to the highlights of the 257 UFC department. Well, we will do that for you. Trust me, nobody does it better. No, we try to. Excuse me. There we go. Let's see. Okay, we've done the college football, NBA, NHL. We got the rabbi with his predictions on the 2 divisional championship round, or the 2 divisional championship games. And we haven't talked to him for a while, but he has given to us some substantial things to talk about as well, including, of course, the Pats in the middle of the Bielema versus Arkansas dispute. We'll tell you how they're going to solve it, if they can, in a little bit. But right now it is time. Being on our side, let's take you to what we know so far after let's go for update on UFC 257. And here we go with it all. Yes, sir, Bob. Let's go to it. Amir Albazi defeated Zaglas Zumagulov via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Mozvar Ivolov defeated Nick Lentz via split decision, 28-29, 29-28, 29-28. Marcin Prachino defeated Khalil Roundtree via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Julianne Pena defeated Sarah McMahon via third round submission, the rear naked choke. Brad Tavares defeated Daniel Carlos for the junior. Let's try it again. Brad Tavares defeated Antonio Carlos Jr. via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Armin Shakarian took on Matt Frivola via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-26. Now, here we go. Julia Pena, I think Julia Pena defeated Sarah McMahon via third round submission for a rear ankle choke, a rear naked choke. Marcin Prachino defeated Khalil Roundtree via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Okay, and we've already done Mozavar and given our updates and everything. Oh yeah, we gotta go up. Sorry. Marina Rodriguez defeated Amanda Ribas via second round knockout punches. Mahmoud Muradov defeated Andrew Sanchez via third round TKO punches. Joanne Calderwood defeated Jessica I via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. And Michael Chandler defeated Dan Hooks. That's fine. Anyway, there is your UFC live updates. The main event, by the way, Michael Chandler defeated Dan Hooker via first round TKO punches. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier is coming up next, and we will tell you who won that on our Sunday at midnight show. Okay. We have literally just this season for the NBA turns much experimental. Mansfield Town over South End United 1-0, and Tranmere Rovers over Bolton Wanderers 2-1. In women's international friendlies, USA defeated Colombia. 5 big old dreams I've had. Colombia lost them all. 6-0 USA over Colombia. National League, Altrincham over Barnet 2-1. FC Halifax Town over Bromley 12. Chesterfield over Wrexham 2-1. Dagenham and Redbridge 3 in a broke term. So, and by the way, National League North, there were no games to play. And okay, wow. Let's see, in Scottish Championship, Dunfermline over Ayr United, Goose Egg in a tie, Wraith Rovers over Heart of Midlothian 3-2, Queen of the South 2, Greenock Morton 1. Okay, Scottish League 1 is postponed. Everything else was postponed tonight. Well, Spanish La Liga, Juese, and Villarreal tied at Goose Egg. Seville 3-0 win over Cadets. Real Sociedad and Real Betis with Real in a tie. Real Madrid and Alves, they circled the wagons here and put you in a good bit of move. Yeah, she hasn't told us what her visit is outside the curtain. Okay, I think we're ready here. German Bundesliga, if you want to know, because we are approaching the end zone here. Let's go to the rest of the scoreboard, and then we got my commentary, and then it'll be time for sleepy. And boy, am I going to sleep. Because tomorrow we've got to get this all cleaned up. Monday I got to go get a tarp for the roof. That is going to be one moment in time, folks. One moment in time. Okay, we're getting there, folks. Old sleepyhead is getting real sleepy. But here we go. We gave some scores. Let's give Germany, Italy, Spain. Let's go to it. Eintracht Frankfurt over Arminia Bielefeld 5-1. Augsburg a 2-1 winner over Union Berlin. Wolfsburg over Bayer Leverkusen 1-0. Freiburg 2-1 over Stuttgart. Mainz a 3-2 winner over Rhein-Neckar Lipping. And Hertha Berlin lost to Werder Bremen 4-1. Italy Series A, Roma over Spezia 4-3. Atalanta over Milan 3-0. Inter Udinese tied at 0. Fiorentina and Crotone 2-1 Fiorentina. In Spanish La Liga, Huesca and Villarreal tied at goose egg. Seville 3-0 winner over Cadiz. Real Sociedad and Betis tied at 2. And Real Madrid laid it in for Alves 4-1. Let's get to the basketball from around the world. Let's go to Italy, where Reggiana defeated Taranto 83-74, and Brescia over Virtus Bologna 90-89. In the ACB and Espanyol, that little place in Spain, Fuenlabrada defeated Gran Canaria 102-81. San Pablo Burgos defeated Murcia 81-75. Baskets Zaragoza over Bilbao 96-73. Real Betis over Unicaja 78-75. In hockey, in Swiss hockey, not Swiss, Swedish hockey, 1-0 over Frölunda 3-0. Bargestad over Leksands 3-2. In overtime, it was Rogel 2, Luleå 1. Skellefteå over Djurgårdens 2-0. HV 71, a 1-0 winner over Linköpings. And Växjö gives it to Burns 5-2. And in Finland, Jokerit defeated Hämeenlinna 4-3. TPS Turku defeated Kalpa 3-1. JYP defeated Salpa 4-2. And Vasan Sports beat Elives 2-0. That's right. And we have, I think, some time left. Yes, we do. Let's take you around some awful announcing. That's right. Right, we'll see if we got some headlines for you tonight. And Duke Chronicle reporter Jake Piazza asked a seemingly fair question, but Mike Krzyzewski sure didn't think so and went after a student reporter after another Duke loss. Wow. ESPN is playing a primetime Kobe Bryant tribute Sunday, 1 year after the NBA legend's passage. Special air Sunday night, January 24th at 9 Eastern on ESPN. John Skipper and Dan Le Batard are seeking 10 to 15 million in initial financing for Meadowlark Media Ventures. That's right, pretty much as soon as Dan Le Batard was out the door at ESPN, friends at Awful Announcing learned that he intended to partner up with another former ESPNer to form a new venture. Earlier this month, reports dropped that Le Batard will be reuniting with executive John Skipper for a new media venture that eventually took shape, pointing to a progressive, liberal-leaning enterprise that would be something in the same vein as the conservative-focused Outkick. Front Office Sports' Michael McCarthy reported that Skipper was looking to bring on talent such as Jameel Hill, Bomani Jones, and Kate Fagan, with Hill confirming that she had discussions with him already. Now, the reality of this new venture is taking a bit more shape now that we know what it's called, Meadowlark Media. Skipper discussed the particulars on the most recent episode of South Beach Sessions, the podcast feed Le Batard is using for the time being. And one thing Skipper made clear is that Meadowlark is not going to be a platform that audiences will have to sign up at or download content from. Instead, the plan is to sell the content they create to other networks and third parties, making them more of a content supplier than an organization attempting to get a foothold in the highly competitive podcasting, TV, or media markets. Instead, Meadowlark's content could be seeded across various media networks in need of fresh programming who are open to whatever leanings that come for it or with it. As for how they intend to pay for this venture, McCarthy and Front Office Sports are reporting that they are seeking 10 to 15 mil in initial financing. He noted that rather than find all their investment from one person or bank, they're looking for multiple investors, which is more likely to allow them to have the creative freedom to do what they want rather than answering to a specific money person. Their ideal situation would be much different to, say, the one Bill Simmons and The Ringer made with HBO a few years ago. Anyway, the relationship between DAZN and Meadowlark is one that's going to be under some scrutiny, as Skipper still remains executive chairman of DAZN while also launching the new venture. Meadowlark is expected to remain its own entity, separate from DAZN. However, DAZN's parent company, Access Industries, is said to be supporting Meadowlark in the short term, while Le Batard and Skipper identify investors. McCarthy writes that it's very possible DAZN could end up being one of those investors. There's also some expected revenue to be generated from a pending deal for Le Batard's radio show and podcast, which are now separate from ESPN. Companies such as Spotify, iHeartRadio, and SiriusXM are all expected to be a mix, amongst others. And folks, I think that about wraps it up. I think we've done it all. And I'm about ready. Yeah, we have. Oh, we forgot one person. Before we do anything, it is time. Barry, you might want to do this. Okay, I got the board. And if we can do it properly. It's time for Rapping with the Rabbi. And live from the Vatican Football League headquarters just across the road from the Vatican itself in Rome, Italy, here's our good friend, Monsignor Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman. Rabbi Fleischman, good evening. Hey, how you doing? It's good to be here. It's good to be anywhere. It's great to be welcomed back. I didn't do so good this season. I only made it up to 69%. But hey, you got to have some downward times. But right now, let's get to our Championship Sunday picks. And, oh boy, did we, well, at least one of us knows how to print backwards. Championship Sunday, let's start first with the Bucks versus the Packers. It's going to be two Hall of Famers. You got Tommy Buccaneer, otherwise known as Tom Brady. He's going to go up against Aaron Rodgers for the Packers. And I'm going to say it, the Packers for the slight edge. I'm calling Packers 42. Bucks 37. In the AFC, Buffalo Bills, the Shaka, going up against the defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. And let me tell you something, this is going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be close, but I think the Chiefs will send the Bills a bill. 34-27, Chiefs over the Bills. I'm taking, yes, friends, the Packers taking on the Chiefs. That'll be the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a good one. Held, I'll see you next week. And Baxman, wake up! I'm on Senior Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman saying, hey, can you spell book? Enjoy the games. Good night, good health, and good luck to all. All right, thank you very much. Our good friend, Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman from the Vatican Football League, where he is still the commissioner, and he once in a while steps out to referee. But he didn't do bad this season. It wasn't in the 90s. Got close to about 70%. So that wasn't bad. But we have one big announcement, and it is this: we have a new champion. As Uno, the Mouse Assassin, beat my mother, Sharon Baxley, by 3 games, I ended up dead last. Well, there is 2021, and we'll find out in May what the schedule is going to look like and everything else. But, folks, that is going to do it. We are way over our time, and we want to thank all of you for tuning in, watching, relaxing, and just enjoying your late nights with us. It has been fun, but it is now done, and I probably screwed it up by having tired eyeballs. But we'll see you tomorrow night right after the 2 programs we do for Spreaker. Last Call Cafe at 11, followed by the Wrestle Anime Hut at 11:30. We go live to tape on both shows at, of course, 11 and 11:30 respectfully. And then at midnight, I'm going to say midnight 05, we come to you with Sports Final. And we're going to have probably a lot of it, too. I'm going to hold my commentary for tomorrow. It's not refined yet, but we are out of time, and we've gone literally beyond our format. So I'll postpone my commentary until tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And from all of us here at Sports Final, Steve the Baxman Baxley, or as I like to call myself, Sleepy Steve. You'll know why if you've been watching. Good night, everybody. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the Serta Super Sleeper from Serta. You want to try that again? Yes. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and